Hey, YouTube's John here from Stupid Robot Fighting League. Today is a very exciting day because in here at Stupid Robot Fighting League we are branching out into other opportunities. And this video today is going to be a product review. Yes, a product review. What sort of product would we review on Stupid Robot Fighting League? Well, the answer is stuff. The robots are made out of lots of different stuff, and mainly what we're testing is the ability to mount whatever the object is to a robot, and then we're testing its durability. So to cut a long story short, what I have here is if you want to have a look at him, I'll just put a focus on him. Here's the Fisher-Price Chatterphone. And you can get them on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description. I picked this guy up at the Te Puke markets actually, where we had a fight, and I looked at him and thought, wow, he's a good size for a fist. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll talk about him in his civilian form, and then what we'll do is we'll actually mount him as a robot fist, and we'll test his durability by smashing him about 20 times into another robot's face, and then we'll give him something out of 5. So that's how things are going to roll. What I'll do is I'll move over to our overhead shot, because we're all flash here at Stupid Robot Fighting League. So looking at my GoPro there, you can still see my feet of my other camera there, but you know, we'll get better at this as we go along. But anyway, the one in Amazon that's listed in Amazon at the moment is a slightly newer look than this. I don't know how old this one is. And there's 2 ways for baby to play. You can sit and play and stand and pull. So you can, you can use the phone and ring the little dingy bell while you're got your finger in the dial. And so it has fun ringing sounds, as you heard. And also the eyes move up and down as it rolls along. Now I probably can't demonstrate that too well for you. It doesn't run off the back wheels, I think it runs off the front. So it's pretty disturbing, but if you look, the eyes roll back into its head. So if you can see that. Personally, I find that kind of disturbing, but anyway. So one thing I noticed is that the cord is quite short. So if you want to have a chat on the phone, then the cord is pretty short. But in saying that, I'm assuming they made it short so that baby doesn't wrap it around baby's neck. Yeah, could be a good thing. And the other thing is this cord has been snapped off because it's obviously second-hand, and there's a knot in there. But yeah, my son, my 4-year-old son, was having all sorts of fun with this. Now, one thing I did notice, if I was to be really critical, is the coverage that this phone gets is almost nothing. Well, it's nothing. I mean, I tried ringing some people on this, and I couldn't get a single call. So it's pretty defective, but it doesn't say that that's one of the features here anyway. So maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. But it's got lovely colours, and this one seems to have lasted pretty well. It's seen a bit of abuse by the looks. But probably the next thing we need to do with this is we'll drill through the plastic, and when we do that, it sort of gives me an idea of what the plastic is like and how it can handle pressure and impact, because when you drill it, it will actually shatter during the drilling process. So let's go on to that. And so what I'll do is I'll just stick a hole in the back here and see how we go. So that's a very good sign. You didn't hear any cracking or anything like that. So this particular plastic, it's thick. Yeah, looks like it'll do us well on that. Right, and here we are for the most important part of the test of the Fisher-Price. I can't remember what it's called. The walkie telephone thing. Anyway. Here's the important part. This is the smash test, as we will smash test everything that we review. Let's have a look at the subject of the smash test. someone was pretty keen to see what happened next. So we have Sakalaka, and Sakalaka is actually pinned to the back of the octagon here, so he'll have a certain amount of give, but yeah, he isn't going to have a good time. Now Sakalaka is sponsored by Get Cultured Probiotic Drinks. Oh, there's their ginger beer sticker down there, or there's their logo there. So yeah, so sorry about smashing the face of your robot in, but he had quite a bit of face left, so we're going to smash that. Looking at this, as you can see, I've inserted the pole into the back of the robot. I'll just focus that, and with 3 washers, just so the screws don't pull through. Anyway, so we will proceed to give you a slow motion smash test, and we'll see what happens. That was our first face smashing test. I think Sakalaka did amazingly well. I think he kept hold of all of his facial features, which is quite unusual for stupid robot fighting robots. And also the Fisher-Price Chatter telephone. So let's just make sure we're focused on that. And I think you'll see that after I wasn't holding back, is basically unscathed. The mechanism of the rolling eyes still works, and the recall unit on the telephone still works, and it's wrapped around the axle of it, but other than that, it's still in one piece. So I would dare to give this an official Stupid Robot Fighting League rating of 4 out of 5. Now I won't give it a 5 because I'm just making it up as I go along, so I'll give it a 4 if I want to. And but it did very well. I'm very impressed. So anyway, this has been our first ever product review. This is the Fisher-Price Chatter telephone. You can buy this on Amazon. The link is in the description, and when you follow that link, if you want to buy yourself one of these and make your own stupid robot with it, you shouldn't be spending money on them, but if you so want to buy a Fisher-Price Chatter telephone, then the link is in the description, And Stupid Robot Fighting Leg gets a small commission through the Amazon affiliate scheme. And that helps to pay the bills for Stupid Robot Fighting, and you get yourself a very good robot fist. So thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you either in the next fight, the next build video, or the next product review. This has been a lot of fun. I like it. We'll see you soon.